time. I don't know how I was gonna do that. I was kind of thinking, you know, it's time. In the blue corner. Ooh. Alright, so we have one final game to go. Now, off camera, I did make a trade. Kerryon Johnson is off the team for a second round pick. I picked up DeAnthony Thomas out of the free agency. And the Bears joined and wanted him. Ramsey is a big Oregon fan. He wanted him. He's like, where's he at? I picked him up. I put him at running back, and I traded him for... He's a 77 running back, when he's 68 receiver, 77 running back. I traded him for David Montgomery. And the dude's he's pretty good. 89 speed, 89 excel. Now I looked in the regular game and he's got 84 speed, 87 excel. But we used a custom roster. So yeah, him and 3 other players are changed. David Montgomery, Josh Jacobs got +2 speed, and then Josh Allen got a -1 speed. That was the only thing that changed in the new one. But this guy got a +5, I think. Or it was +4, I don't remember. Anyway, he's a dog now. I really want to start him though. I really want to start him over Marcus Murphy, dude. Like, that's the only thing. Like, he's really going to get a bench for David Montgomery, but I think for now we are going to let David Montgomery get a starting in the last preseason game to see if he does anything. CJ Hawkinson as well will start, and we will let Ryan Fitzpatrick finish the season out. Okay. Now I think we're playing on a All-Pro. Yeah. Simulation is what we've been playing. Our simulation, authentic experience. Competitive is reward user plays fewer random events. So I wonder if we should play on competitive or if that's a little bit different. Kind of. As you see, the Lions said they'll move D. Thomas to halfback. But yeah, okay, I got a second round pick there from the Bills. Okay, it's taking Kerryon Johnson away because I don't really think we're going to use him. Ty Johnson's a dog. David Montgomery, I think, is going to be a dog, so we'll see. I mean, I wanted to trade Stafford. I was in the trading experience, but I think I'll pass on that just because. Now we are supposed to play Thomas, but he's not online. And he doesn't really care about the preseason at all, so. Here we go.
This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between
The Lions take on the Cleveland Browns. Okay, in the last playoff game, or the last preseason game after this, I got a rest of football practice. And then, okay, I'll see, because I've seen Harris actually play Madden for the first time. Okay, I'll ask Harris if he wants to join as the last person. Okay, we'll probably start it, end up starting it on like a Friday, probably be the first game. I don't even know. It's Tavon Wilson Sr. Yeah, I should move to number 31 because if David Montgomery doesn't end up getting any playing time, oh, that's rough. If he doesn't get any playing time, okay, he'll actually, okay, so I looked up what number, sorry, I can't concentrate. I thought he was number 23 in college. I don't know why. Oh, what did we just run? I know we ran a blitz, but we had man coverage. Anyway, okay. What were we going back? Oh, yes, David Montgomery. I thought he was number 23. Okay, I was like, oh, I kind of like that number. I think I could give him that. But I looked in college and here, he was number 32. Okay, so I looked at who was number 32. It was Tavon Wilson Sr. So I turned him to 31 just because of David Montgomery. I wanted him to be the number that, you know, he's been dedicating his whole career to. I think there's no way he starts week 1, if you want me to be completely honest. Okay, there's one thing I actually do need to do. Okay, I have third down running back, and that all mixed up. Okay, but if he has a good performance, David Montgomery plays damn good. Okay, he could be looking at a spot. He could be looking at a spot to play. He could get playing time. He might just, some running backs just like quarterbacks. You draft a rookie quarterback. Okay, and you have him against Ryan Fitzpatrick, a guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He'd start like the first 4 weeks. They, show them how, give them the ropes, and then you give them the start. David Montgomery might do that. Here's the first play for David Montgomery. A really good rush for 10. And if Marcus Murphy doesn't do well or gets injured, David Montgomery could come in and have a credible season and possibly just solidify himself as a player. I don't think he has anything to do with Ty Montgomery, but wouldn't that be funny if they did? Okay, because he played running. They both played running back. Okay, what if David Montgomery just taught Ty Montgomery how to play running back as he was making the switch? David Montgomery, no room to run right there. Okay, he might be a little slow off the ball, but he definitely has got that trucking mentality that is really gonna help. I mean, okay, we just kind of run it through. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to break him, but okay, he's a power runner. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So Agnew has got the catch. I just love to throw into this guy because I want everybody to know this dude. Okay, is a corner. Okay, he's not supposed to excel at all. So the fact that he does is incredible. Okay, I also got to realize that Ryan Fitzpatrick or Marvin Jones isn't that fast. I got to cut up field besides try to outrush him. Yeah, Marcus Murphy can't truck, unfortunately. Oh no! I know we just picked up a running back, but that's not good because what if he's not good? Because this dude is gonna be our starter. Marcus Murphy. I wanted David Montgomery for long term, a year from now when Marcus Murphy doesn't want to resign, and Montgomery can't pick up the first. Larry Ogunjobi stuffs him, and we'll have Matt Prater enter the field and hit that one right down the middle. Okay, we'll take a very, very early broken collarbone. Marcus Murphy is gonna miss the regular season, dude. Okay, what are the freaking odds? I mean, I'm gonna have to tell Ramsey that he's gonna laugh so hard. Yeah, David Montgomery. Yeah, he's starting now because our starting running back, he is injured. Okay, that really sucks. Okay, but we've definitely gotta okay, shake that off. Okay, and then get David Montgomery in there. Get him in practice. Okay, he's got to make plays. This dude has got to perform. Because I said I was going to trade C.J. Anderson. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, because if Marcus Murphy's out for a while, okay, C.J. Anderson might come back before, and we'll probably get some playing time. So here we go. It's a fake. Oh, he's going deep to... Oh, no, backup junior. But it's Rashad Melvin. Okay, anyway, I didn't juke. Nonetheless, Rashad Melvin gets one hell of an interception. Okay, that's a really good play. He played off over top. I believe that was I don't even know who played. Somebody played underneath. Okay, they really had him box. Okay, so it's David Montgomery. Okay, he's had some defensive runs. Okay, ultimately though, okay, I mean we got our star player injured, and it's not something we're banking on, as Fitzpatrick has nothing open, trying to maneuver to buy himself some time in the pocket, and that's not going to happen. And we're going to go into the second quarter, arguably looking at a punt. Okay, we're not looking too hot as Ty Johnson comes in. Matt Stafford comes in as well, so maybe Matthew Stafford can make a play. Agnew is on the field. Agnew reaches out, and this man played receiver. Okay, he already has a 21-yard reception on the day. Okay, which is really going to help us out here. As Ty Johnson gets the ball, he's going to go upfield, and Ty Johnson breaking one. That's probably a face mask, I'm assuming. Yep. And that was one hell of a rush right there by Ty Johnson. He was moving on that one. And Ty Johnson has nowhere to go. Okay, he looks like he could be a stud as well. I want David Montgomery to really start, though. That's really the guy that I'm focusing on. Okay, but I don't know. I do not know if he will get the start as Ty Johnson. Okay, not always a great juke, nonetheless. Flipping into a 3rd and 1. Stafford with a 3rd and 1. He's got to convert. Stafford finding Jesse James. Okay, he'll pick up the first. Okay, and I didn't think that this would happen. Otherwise, I would have left TJ Hawkinson in the game. Okay, so put TJ Hawkinson back in. There we go. Stafford. Play act or shotgun. Stafford takes the snap. No time. Myles Garrett did not come off the field when they hit that 2nd quarter, and he's in the zone now. What a sack. I believe they don't have another guy to come in. Might be why he's still on the field, which is not very good for this preseason in case he gets injured. Stafford just going to throw that one away in the area of TJ Hawkinson. And there you go, 3rd and long. If you're Stafford, you got to make a play here. Stafford takes the snap. Stafford looking. Agnew's open and makes the catch for the 1st down. Jamal Agnew. Okay, he's played phenomenal today. Agnew will play the inside receiver. Take the snap. This is going to go to Ty Johnson. Still on his feet and all the way to that touchdown. What a play by Ty Johnson. Okay, I mean, that was a phenomenal play. Okay, but we didn't get to see a lot of David Montgomery. He might have to come back in a half. Okay, I mean, I want to see this man. Okay, I definitely don't think he's just like any other rookie. I don't think he's ready for the NFL yet. Okay, but I think if we let him develop a little bit under maybe even Ty Johnson, it might have to be. Okay, that might have been the reason with Kerryon Johnson. I know he was 22. Okay, he might have to develop as well. But that might have been what we needed in to let him develop, and so maybe after that, maybe he could be a stud. We don't know. We really baked on him. I seen an Instagram post about him really, and I was like, this dude looks good. Okay, I think he slept on. I looked. He was a Bears halfback. Looked at it overall, and he was the 3rd string. I was like, nah, dude, he will get no playing time as a Bear. Okay, I want him. Okay, and I traded him, and I know now that I believe probably Tariq Cohen ain't even starting. I believe D'Anthony Thomas is the starting running back for the Bears. Alright. So he would have never gotten time if I would have traded him D'Anthony Thomas. Okay, that's a huge conversion by Drew Stanton. And I mean, your backup quarterback's Drew Stanton. I mean, hopefully he doesn't have to come in there in game. Obviously, a lot of people don't bank on their backup quarterback coming in the game. Okay, we've got Drew. We got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Okay, and Matthew Stafford. I really like to invest in backup quarterbacks because anything could happen. And although your backup quarterback is no means, I mean, in our case, they're pretty similar, but I'm thinking like Andrew Luck and Jacoby Brissett. In no means is Jacoby Brissett ever going to live up to Andrew Luck. But I think he could be able to hold his own in those games. I struck a little too early. Rashad Melvin cannot stop him on that 3rd down. Okay, the Browns are moving down the field. Okay, here's Drew Stanton. Takes the snap, and Wilson is right there. Tavon Wilson Sr. 14-yard loss. 4-yard loss, making it a 2nd and 14. And here we go. Drew Stanton's got to get a 2nd and 14. He's got a couple plays to do it, though. He's looking. He's going to go short to Duke Johnson Jr. And he makes a nice juke to bring it to a 3rd and 2. Duke Johnson got it really close to a 1st down. And Drew Stanton is gonna, he's gonna get it with his feet. Very impressive by Drew Stanton. And I do believe we don't get the ball first, do we? I don't know. But they're gonna go ahead and tie it up. So they had a really good first drive. They got a decent drive right there. Okay, and now they've got to make a play. They got to make a play at half and get this ball back. Unless we can take this back, which is the odds of that are very low. As Ty Johnson gets caught up. 9 seconds. We need an insane throw. Get down the field and spike the football. We'll go ahead and we will run a pass play that is meant to go deep. Will it actually go deep is the question. Inside for Agnew. He's got it. He's down. Timeout by Matthew Stafford. And he might have a throw up here. Stafford gets a dime to Agnew. Okay, but I'd rather run a play rather than that. Get a better defense. If we're on a PA boot, Agnew has a chance. Jesse James is on the field. I think we're going to throw it up to Andy. Good old Andy Jones might be our best option. Stafford with the snap. Stafford with the throw. Andy Jones, I think I called him. Incomplete. Got to take a shot. Got to take a chance. You know, maybe he catches it. Even if he does, maybe he breaks a tackle. You know, we couldn't get in the end zone, unfortunately. Nonetheless, we do get the ball at half. 3rd quarter. We're on the field. Ty Johnson will take this football back. And he'll get it all the way to 26. So now Jesse James is starting. I said I wanted to trade him. Get TJ Hawkinson a lot of playing time. But Jesse James has played really well, and I kind of like how he's been playing, so I'm going to keep him on the field for now. It's Ty Johnson. He started off early on this first rush. After that, he's been kind of quiet. We'll see what he can do here. He breaks a tackle. Ty Johnson going to the outside and picking up a 1st down. 54 yards and a touchdown for Ty Johnson. I mean, he's had 25 rushes for like 4 rushes, to be fair, because his first rush was like 20-something yards, but I mean, who cares? The stats show everything, and he'll pick up another nice run. Okay, you got to give it to him. Ty Johnson runs hard, and I mean, what else are you looking for in a running back, really? As David Montgomery checks back into the game. David Montgomery catches a block, and he gets stood up right there, and I think we put him back in. David Montgomery is not getting any playing time due to everybody else is injured. We don't have another running back. So David Montgomery will check into dock game. You know, we'll give Ty Johnson a little bit of playing time, but I can't guarantee what he'll do. But I want Ty Montgomery to play. Okay, he's ran harder. I think he's played against tougher defenses. Can't really tell you. Ty Johnson's played really well. I think speed's really mostly the reason why Ty Johnson's played better. Is look at that right there. Looking more for what we were wanting. Montgomery doesn't need to go past him. He's just going to give over him. Nice job right there. 3rd and 3. Can he stumble over? I mean, let's see if he can break a tackle. Let's see what he can do. We're not going to throw the screen. We're going to give it to Montgomery. Montgomery can juke. Something that Ty Johnson can do. David Montgomery makes a great run. 110 rushes on the day. We've definitely been rushing a lot. Okay, because I think I got my quarterback. I think I got the receivers. Agnew's made really all the plays, so he's going to stay in the slot, I think. And David Montgomery. Like I said, I mean, it's not like he goes down first play. He's dragging for extra yardage. I mean, that's a. And I think if Marcus Murphy ran that, that's a 3-yard game, but that's an 8-yard game by David Montgomery right there. You can see he's getting kind of tired. We have ran into him every single play. 3rd and 1. Do we run it with him? It'll probably be Ty Johnson. Yeah. Ty Johnson, I mean, if that center can get up and get a block, he can. Ty Montgomery to the outside, and a 2nd touchdown on the day. Ty Johnson might just have a starting spot here in Detroit. Okay, David Montgomery was he a failed project? Kind of. He still played pretty well. Okay, but I don't think he's going to start. I think Ty Montgomery really has that spot. Okay, he's played phenomenal. Ty Johnson is incredible. He was a third string running back coming into this, and I mean, he just played really a lot better than that in this last game. Because I think they'll split the carries, really. I think Ty Johnson, you know, he's got the speed. I think if we need a power back, it's got to be David Montgomery. But if you're thinking anything else, I think Ty Johnson, he's got the passing. I definitely think he's got everything else on him. That's a close call. Rashad Melvin. He did get demoted to the third string over Coleman. He's played really good this game. You know, he's destroying as a backup. And there they catch him. I don't even know who number 88 is, nonetheless. He ain't going nowhere. So they're gonna run a bunch set. You'd think this might be a screen, maybe an RPO. It's not. And it's a huge hit by Tavon Sr. Tavon Wilson Sr. with one hell of a hit to make him drop it, and leaves him to a 2nd and 10. Gerard Davis looking. Who is that? Kenny Britt, I do believe. Fence dusted. Nonetheless, could not make the play. So here we go. Rashad Melvin will play. And this is Duke Johnson Jr. But Gerard Davis will, play it smart, wrap up, make sure he doesn't break a tackle. You don't go for a huge hit, he jukes you out, and you get off the field. It's a lot better. It's a low risk, high reward, really. I mean, you're playing it safe, really, and it's high risk. I mean, for him to juke you, and really the reward isn't that satisfying because you're gonna get the ball anyways. Here we go. We're gonna let Stafford play a little bit. We're gonna let Stafford throw a couple passes here and there. Stafford doesn't even get a choice. That is Myles Garrett with his 3rd sack on the day, and he might be playing against a second string line. But I mean, he was doing pretty good against our 1st string, so I can't really say anything about that. 2nd and 20. Stafford with the snap. Stafford gotta get out of the end zone. And he barely does. No, like Myles Garrett is just literally making the right tackle cry as they take him off the field. Thankfully for this Giants offense, and Stafford had a man. And this is why he's not starting. He just cannot make those throws. And now it's going to be forced to punt. Sam Martin booting that one. And he's not even going to touch it. And he's going to get a nice roll on that one. And what a hit! It's a fumble! It's picked up by Lee! And Lee gets his 2nd defensive touchdown on the year. 2 defensive touchdowns in the preseason. He breaks a tackle. He ran right into a hit. Couldn't tell you who it was, though. I couldn't see. Nonetheless, very impressed of the performance of that special teams. Eric Lee picks that up and runs. And I mean, he's had 2 forced fumbles. He's taken them both back. He's just got real good awareness for the ball. He kind of reminds me of Eddie Jackson. It just seems like he's always in the right place at the right time. Don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic player. But it's another fumble! No! When it goes out of bounds. Duke Johnson just had 2 fumbles in a row. They're going to bring in, well, it looks to be Nick Chubb coming in. And hopefully he's going to avoid fumbling, losing the football. Because that would not be good. It seems that it'll be Darius Slay playing nickel in that play. And then it'll be Kenny Britt making the plays. And I mean, we just gotta start going for the hit stick. It's not working out anymore. No, nonetheless, a really good showing by this team. My gosh, Drew Stanton, one hell of a fumble by Drew Stanton. And oh, Rashawn Melvin jumps it. And he might get some playing time depending on how bad or how good Justin Coleman plays in the regular season, because he's having one hell of a game, and I don't see any problem with putting him in anymore. I mean, I don't think he was playing. It wasn't that he was doing anything wrong at the beginning. I just think Josh Coleman wasn't. I mean, he was kind of quiet. I don't really hear much about Rashawn Melvin through these games, and he finally just got to break through. We're gonna run a full blitz, see how it goes. Drew Stanton is getting blitzed. And it's gonna go to number 88. I don't even know who that is. I can't even read it. I'm gonna have to figure out at the end of this game because he has played phenomenal. Who's number? Oh, that's 13. That is Odell Beckham Jr. is on the field, and Tavon Wilson just struggling to get off blocks. Duke Johnson carries defenders to the 1, and I mean that's phenomenal. I don't even know where Kareem Hunt is. I don't know where Nick Chubb is. I don't know if they're both even on the team anymore. Nonetheless, here we go. Kennard's all over it, but Harris cannot stay on Kenny Britt. Kenny Britt picks up a touchdown and make it. It was 17 to 10 earlier, and if they don't fumble it, that's the drive that they have. They don't fumble. That's a tie game. That just shows how big special teams is. They change this game around. They make this a hey, let's put it away, let's finish it, to where they change this from a what could have been a hey, we got to score here, we got to get in field goal range, to a hey, let's just put it away, let's chew the clock. And Ty Johnson's gonna get this one to the 31. And I think they're gonna split reps. I don't know how he'll play. I think we'll put him at anything that doesn't. I think he'll be everything but power back. I think Montgomery will be just power back for now. I mean, I don't really know what I want them to play. As you see, Montgomery's more of a he's not a very fast, but he is a hard runner. That's what we need. I mean, yeah, one day maybe if we can upgrade his speed somehow, maybe he'll get more playing time. But for now, I mean, he's a power runner. Don't tell me he's not. The dude just Ty Johnson, I think he gets it to a 2nd and 5. And that's being generous. I think he's going to fall forward here. He makes it a fantastic play. He even makes them hold, which is not something that I was expecting. And Montgomery will get a couple yards there. 69 yards for 13 rushes is not terrible. You can just tell we've really just forced it down their throat. 2-minute warning. 24-17. But you can also tell the more we run with him, his stamina is not the greatest. And he gets tired pretty quickly. So I think he's tired here, which might be a bad reason to hand it off to him. But you'll know immediately how fast he is. He's not tired, though. He's getting yardage. And that's going to be a first down for this young man, David Montgomery. I mean, he's a rookie. He's going to learn he's going to learn that, hey, I got to run harder, I got to run. He's going to learn how to play behind, I think, other players. But I still think he's a phenomenal player. He had a hole, but 94 just made a really good play. Says the tackle gets to him, and yeah, I mean, he has a play there. I think one thing he really does suffer with is his stamina. It's not the greatest. Nonetheless, he'll get another rush, get it to a 3rd and very short. 3rd and 2. Cheerio. Matt Stafford under shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Montgomery, who pushes forward. Larry Ogunjobi. He stuffed somebody earlier, and he tried to stuff Montgomery, and Montgomery just didn't let him. Montgomery wasn't having it, went through him, and picks up the first. And that's going to be Andy Jones with another catch on the day. 5 for 8, 71 yards. It's not terrible. In no means. It's just I still think Ryan Fitzpatrick does deserve the starting spot. There goes David Montgomery, still fighting. That puts him at 99 yards now.
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
Hang on, I gotta text real quick. So here we go, we're gonna run up the gut. Montgomery hits the hole. And he doesn't go as fast down the field, but he marches down the field. I think he's more of a calm runner, you know. He's like a Le'Veon Bell. He's a patient runner. He waits for the holes. You can kind of tell, and I still like him as a player. David Montgomery is definitely a player that could really excel in this team. I mean, we're up 31-17. It was a close game. We just ran away with it. This has got to be the best offense we faced, though. And definitely when it goes on all Madden, I think this game might just be an L. I mean, we played pretty well, but I think, I don't know, it just depends how everything goes. This game might have been an L. I mean, we don't play him this year. I don't know if we play him next year. I don't know if we play that division next year. But the only way we can face them is in the Super Bowl again. And this is definitely an offense that we do not want to have a second game against. We definitely don't want to face this team again because they will fully crap on us again, and that's not what we want. So, or they didn't really crap on us, but I mean, user team I think is going to be harder than a CPU team, so that's one thing that's really nerve-wracking. That I think that this team is very capable of beating us, very capable. We'll just have to see. Steve Wilson. I like to play, so Gerard Davis will have a chance to. He's going to launch that one. Davis is in perfect position. And it's just a dog pile. Unfortunately, nobody could come down with it. 3 tries. It's going to be a 4-and-out. But most importantly, that'll be the game. What was his name? Something Weaver Jr. or something like that. He played a good game. But overall, we get the win, and it was a good game. I definitely think there's more stuff that we need to see. David Montgomery played pretty well. I'm not disappointed at all. I wasn't expecting 105 yards and a touchdown, but he definitely. Ty Johnson had 77 carries over the 19, so I mean, he's a harder runner. He gets more carries, definitely. More because of the game. He had 2 touchdowns. I don't really know who I want to start here, to be honest. Marcus Murphy had two rushes, 2 yards, so he obviously wasn't having a game, but he got injured, so it doesn't matter. Passing wise, Drew Stanton had they both had better QB ratings. Or Ryan Fitzpatrick had 104. He had a really good QB rating. He was 2 for 2, 18 yards. Stafford was 5 for 8. He played a really good game too. Fitzpatrick will probably still start though. Jamal Agnew had 74 yards. Pretty old now. Beckham Jr. 88 is Demetrius Harris. Dude, he dogged us. I think really 42 yards. He had 4 catches. He was a dog. Duke Johnson played really good. Kenny Brett 4 catches. Nick Chubb had 1. Really, everybody else had 1. We only had 1 person get 4 catches or more than 1, and it was Jamal Agnew. Blocking, we allowed. Obviously, Brian Pope was terrible. Rick Wagner had 1, but T.J. Hawkinson as well. So they were all allowing Myles Garrett to get tackles. He was up there, but most of his were sacks, 4 sacks. Rashad Melvin had an INT. He also had a pass deflection. A lot of people had a pass deflection on our team. Gerard Davis and Will Harris. Again, Will Harris forces a fumble. And our fumble recoveries doesn't even show, but it won't show our touchdowns either. But we did have a touchdown. Matt Prater did he kick a field goal? Yeah, he did. He kicked a 40 to 49 yard field goal, and he made it easily. And our punting, Sam Martin had 1 for 75. Really good punt. Jamal Agnew, 28 yards. He had 75. He was obviously averaging more. Jamal Agnew, I think, is just a really good punt and kick returner. So, yeah, we had a really good game. And, yeah, so I really got to take a poop, but I'm going to go ahead and go back. So I want to see how long Marcus Murphy is out for. Because he was the player I really want to start. All right, Marvin Jones. We're going to add you into. I want to put deep threat. 87 overall, Marvin Jones. Okay, we're really happy with that. I mean, it just sucked that we lost a duo of him and um, um, uh, him and Golden Tate, but I mean, it's just gonna have him stand out by himself more. Draw Davis up to a 73, but until he plays like it, I mean, I don't know if he'll get any playing time. Other than that, we have one new injury. It is Marcus Murphy. He was out for 8 weeks. He's not gonna come back till week 7, week 8. Oh, Taviro missed the first playoff or first preseason game. CJ or regular season game. CJ Anderson will miss the first 2. Hey, where's our bye week? This is the question. I'm gonna look at that and then that'll probably be it. Our first bye week is week 5, so yeah, he will come back after thy bye week. So yeah, I think we're gonna show you guys the final roster, and I mean, I'm gonna think about running back, but everything else, Jesse James will start. Jamal Agnew is going to be slot receiver. And T. Johnson is at third down and running back and power back. And we may not even move him. He played phenomenal. I really liked his game. I don't know. I'll decide on the running backs, but anyway, thanks for watching. It's what you like, but as hard as you possibly can. And I'll come back with you guys in 3 or 4 days with the regular season. Hopefully 3 or 4 days.